See, and okay, well, now it's going to go live. I would have asked you if you wanted to waive it, but we're fine. Okay, like I said, this is Miss, and your true and correct name is Sophia Casio,
Yes, sir.
and your date of birth is 12/6 of 2000,
Yes, sir.
and you recognize your attorney, Mr. Hughes,
Yes, Your Honor.
and Mr. Hughes, you recognize your client, Miss Casio.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right. And now, Ms. Espinosa, if you would like to state the plea agreement on the record.
Yes, Your Honor, it's revocation to, I believe, 260 days. And then also a plea to a misdemeanor failure to ID.
260 days.
That is correct, Your Honor. That is the plea agreement. I believe that Evelyn told me earlier today she has 257 days in.
That's true. She's got 257. So that's a time served plea. Because obviously I can see that, I mean, you get more than 1 for 1 on those pleas for sure.
Yes, sir.
And now you're going to have to make an arrangement because we're not doing the plea on the misdemeanor. I don't.
No, sir. I've reached out to Judge Anchando's district attorney a couple of times. I haven't got the plea papers. I was kind of hoping I could shame Evelyn into just dismissing the misdemeanor because she's been in jail since last July on a failure to ID. I'm not sure she's willing to do that. I've had some trouble. Judge Anchando a couple of weeks ago reduced her bond to $500 on the misdemeanor. But anyway, we're prepared to proceed today so we can take care of her felony business with this court.
All right. Well, we'll get that done, and I'm sure that there won't be much more to do on the misdemeanor. Because she's obviously served that one too. Failure ID is a
yes, she has. I just can't get the young assistant's attention to send me the paperwork.
All right, because that one is probably, what is that, a class what?
It's a Class A, Your Honor.
Okay. So I mean, it's not over 365, but I'm sure that will be
And it's set for the 17th at 11 a.m.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's set.
We currently have a setting. I just need to get the plea papers so I can go out to the annex and have the defendant sign them.
All right. Well, hopefully you get that done soon, and hopefully that'll happen on Monday. So that should occur then. Okay. Well, we'll resolve this case today. And is that your understanding of the plea agreement then, that it is the 260 days on the motion to, is this adjudicate or result? Deferred? Yes, so it's a motion to adjudicate.
Yes, sir.
Is that also your understanding of the plea agreement, Ms. Casio?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now you understand the plea agreement is not absolutely binding upon me, but should I choose not to follow it, should I choose to be harsher than that, you could withdraw your plea and we could proceed to a motion to adjudicate at a later date. But if I follow the plea agreement, it is final. You cannot withdraw your plea. You cannot appeal the case without my consent. Basically, on this case, it's a time served plea. So the only repercussion that you have is it will be on your record as a conviction. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, we have in front of us some documents marked State's Exhibits 1, 2, and 3. The stipulation and waiver forms in this case. They bear the signature of your attorney, the state's attorney, and what appears to be your signature. Did you, in fact, sign these documents?
Yes, sir.
Did you read them before you signed them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand what you were reading and signing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your attorney further explain to you the meaning of the documents?
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
Did you understand what he was telling you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have any question about the meaning of the documents?
No, sir.
So if there's never any question, let me briefly explain to you what they mean. A stipulation is merely an agreement between yourself and your attorney and the state's attorney that certain facts are true, such as that you were on probation. And while you were on probation, you had certain terms and conditions of that probation, and that you did not follow all of those terms and conditions, that you violated some of them. And then the waiver form tells me that you're giving up the right to a fully contested hearing on this matter. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding that, how do you plead to the motion to adjudicate your probation, true or not true?
True.
Are you entering your plea of true freely and voluntarily?
No, sir.
Did anybody force you, threaten you, coerce you, or in any way make you plead true?
No, sir.
Did anybody promise you anything or persuade you in such a manner that you felt you had to plead true other than the plea agreement stated on the record in open court here this afternoon?
No, sir.
Now, you understand the potential punishment for the offense from 1 day to 1 year in the county jail. Do you understand I have to sentence you somewhere within those general guidelines?
Yes, sir.
You're still a U.S. citizen.
Yes, Your Honor.
And how old are you now?
22.
And how far have you gone in school?
I graduated.
You can certainly read and write the English language.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever been under the care of psychiatrists or psychologists for mental health, mental illness issues?
No, sir.
Suffered any serious head injuries?
No, sir.
And are you presently under any medications for mental health or mental illness issues?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are you taking?
I take Trileptal for mood swings.
Okay. Do they seem to help you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Are they helping you to such a degree that you believe you are mentally competent? Do you understand everything that's going on here this afternoon?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, you've had time to go over the facts and circumstances of these cases, the legal aspects of them, and had time to evaluate your client's mental status.
Yes, sir, I have.
And based on all that, are you representing to me that you believe she is mentally competent to enter this plea?
Absolutely, Judge. She's a very bright young lady.
Then based on your representation, Mr. Hughes, your representations, Ms. Casio, the court's observations of you in court, both here today and prior occasions, I find that you're competent to enter the plea. State may summarize the evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, had the state proceeded to an adjudication on this case, the state would have proven beyond a preponderance of the evidence that on or about December 10th of 2022, the defendant pled guilty to the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, under 1 gram, pursuant to Article 1244B, and sentenced to 2 years deferred probation. Thereafter, the defendant violated her probation on or about July 30th, 2022 by committing the offense of failure to ID, fugitive from justice, as well as curfew violation. And thereafter, between the months of November 2021 and June 2022, failed to report to the El Paso Community Supervision and Corrections Department, failed to pay her designated monthly supervision fee, failed to complete 80 hours of community supervision, and failed to reside at Alas Nuevas Residential Treatment Center, as well as failed to complete her drug offender education classes. All of this pursuant to the state's motion to adjudicate guilt. State moves to introduce state's exhibits 1 through 2, which are the motion to adjudicate guilt, as well as the waiver of appeal.
Judge, the defense has no objection. I would just point out to the court that I think my colleague in the DA's office said that she was placed on probation in December of 22, when in fact it was December of 20. I may be wrong. I just.
So you're right. It is December 10th of 2020 is when she
Right.
went on
Yes, sir.
probation.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. All right. And then based on the evidence, the court finds the evidence sufficient to find the allegation true. I find true. I revoke the defendant's deferred status. I find her guilty under 1244B. I'm ready to proceed upon the issue of punishment. Now, Ms. Casio, when you get out, which probably will be very soon, what are your plans?
To go stay with my mom and help her with the rescue.
So you're going to stay with your mother, and then are you going to get back to work? You're going to,
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be my mom's caregiver.
okay. One time you were going to, I guess, work with dog rescue or something. Did you ever get to do that?
Yes, sir. That's my mom's pit bull
That's your
rescue.
mother's business, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I recall, in fact, Was she in court with you once when we pled the case?
My mom,
Yes. Did she come to court with you on some occasions? I don't remember.
no, Your Honor.
Okay. But that's your plan, is to go back, work with your mother, live with your mother.
Yes, Your Honor.
You certainly have had some, I guess, some treatment, not enough treatment probably on drug addiction. I hope that you get some more help in that area. There are AA/NA type programs that could hopefully help you. I think those are free overall. Consider getting some assistance. I don't know if your mother has any way to help you get some other type of assistance on breaking away from any drug addiction, but I hope that works for you. So I will follow the recommendation in this case, and it will be the 200 and what did you say, 260 days in the county jail. I give you credit for all the time you've served, and with that, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Let's proceed on to who is next.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
You may. I think the only ones we have left are the ones with, there's a Mr. Rodriguez. It says public defender. I don't know which one.
That's incorrect, Judge. It is Derek Wyatt. They put an entry, but it was never updated in the system.
Oh, so Mr. Wyatt, and so we don't.
Or Mr. Avalar.
Mr. Avalar is supposed to be one coming on that one. He's not in here yet.
Not yet, sir.
Okay, well, then let's proceed on the other two, which are Mr. Morales's. That's Mr. Sadisatis. Let's see if we could have Mr. Ismael Sadisatis.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is cause number 2022-0D02800. The state of Texas versus Ismael Sadisatis III. Is that your true and correct name, sir?
Sure. Good, Your Honor.
And your date of birth, 10/30 of 1992. And you recognize your attorney there, Mr. Morales?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Morales, you recognize your client, Mr. Sadisatis?
I do, Judge.
All right. And Ms. Espinosa, if you would like to state the plea agreement on the record for me.
Yes, Your Honor, it's to the lesser included offense of assault causes bodily injury, 300 days jail.
Pleading guilty, lesser assault. How many days?
300, Your Honor.
Okay. Since I don't have that one, do you know how many days he has served presently, approximately, Mr. Morales?
Over 260, Judge, so he should be done.
Okay. All right. Is that your understanding of the plea agreement, Mr. Sadisatis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is it also your understanding of the plea agreement, Mr. Morales?
That is my understanding as well, Judge.
Okay. Now you understand that the plea agreement is not absolutely binding upon me. But should I choose not to follow it, should I choose to be harsher than that, you could withdraw your plea and we could proceed to a trial on this matter at a later date. But if I follow the plea agreement, it is final. You cannot withdraw your plea. You cannot appeal the case without my consent. And well, I don't know for certain, but it sounds like if you've served that many days, that should be really equivalent to a time served plea, because they don't make you generally serve 1-for-1 days in the county jail. But I don't guarantee that because I don't know. I don't know if your trustee or what amount of days you got credit for. but it will appear on your record as a misdemeanor conviction for assault. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, now we have in front of some documents marked State's Exhibit 1, the guilty plea and waiver forms in this case. They bear the signature of your attorney, the state's attorney, and what appears to be your signature. Did you in fact sign these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read them before you signed them?
Your Honor.
Did you understand what you were reading and signing?
I sure did.
And did your attorney further explain to you the meaning of the documents?
Sure did, sir, Your Honor.
And did you understand what he was telling you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any question about the meaning of the documents?
No, Your Honor.
So if there's never any question, let me briefly explain to you what they mean. Primarily two things. First, you're coming into court telling me through a judicial confession, yes, Judge, I did commit the lesser offense of a Class A misdemeanor assault. And secondly, you're telling me that you understand that you're giving up some valuable rights here today. The most important of those rights, the right to a trial by jury, not only upon the issue of guilt, not guilt, but also upon the issue of any potential punishment. Do you fully understand?
Fully understand, Your Honor.
Understanding that, then how do you plead to the lesser included misdemeanor Class A assault, guilty or not guilty?
Your Honor.
Are you entering your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anybody force you, threaten you, coerce you, or in any way make you plead guilty?
Your Honor.
Anybody promise you anything or persuade you in such a manner you felt you had to plead guilty other than the plea agreement stated on the record in open court here this afternoon?
Your Honor.
Now you understand the potential punishment here is from 1 day to 1 year in the county jail, and fine not to exceed $4,000. You understand I'll send you somewhere within those general guidelines.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Your Honor.
Okay, and how old are you, sir?
30.
How far did you go in school?
Basics in college.
So you can certainly read and write the English language.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever been under the care of a psychiatrist or psychologist for mental health, mental illness issues?
Your Honor.
Suffered any serious head injuries?
Your Honor.
Are you presently under any medications for mental health, mental illness issues?
No, sir. Your Honor.
And are you telling me you are mentally competent? You understand everything that's going on?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, you've had time to go over the facts, circumstances of the case, legal aspects of the case, and had time to evaluate your client's mental status?
I have, Judge, and I believe that he's mentally competent to enter the plea.
All right. Then based on your representation, Mr. Sadesares, your representations, Mr. Morales, and the court's observations of you in court, both here today, for our occasions, I find that you're competent to enter the plea. The state may summarize the evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, had the state proceeded to trial in this case, the state would have proven beyond a reasonable doubt each and every element in the lesser included offense of assault causes bodily injury. The state moves to introduce state's exhibits 1 through 2, which are the plea papers and the 3914 disclosure form.
No objection to the introductions, Judge.
Receipt. Based on the evidence before the court finds the evidence sufficient to find defendant guilty of the lesser included offense, Class A misdemeanor assault, and I so find. Ready to enter upon the issue of punishment. Once you get out, what are your plans, Mr. Sanders?
I will head to Odessa, Texas and find a job, Your Honor.
So you're going to move over to Odessa. Well, there's some jobs, in the oil industry and stuff over there. They have a lot of, I guess they have a lot of good job openings over there. Do you have any family over there?
A few uncles and aunts.
All right. So you have a place to live?
Yes.
Okay. You've got a way to get over there. I mean, if you got the money to get,
My mom. I've been in contact with her.
all right. Well, I hope that
What can I do for you?
I hope that move works out for you, and I will follow the recommendation. Like we said, 300 days in the county jail, credit for all the time that you've served, and good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Let's proceed on, I guess, with Mr. Peterson.
Peterson.
All right. I believe there's two cause numbers here. Cause 2021 0D03213 and 2023 0D01112. And is your true and correct name Jesse Allen Peterson?
Yes, it is.
And your date of birth 2/9 of 1982? And you recognize your attorney there, Mr. Morales?
Yes.
Ms. Morales, you recognize your client there, Mr. Peterson?
I do, Judge.
All right. Now, Ms. Espinosa, if you would state the plea agreement on the record.
Yes, Your Honor, as to cause number 2023 0D01112, it's 3 years deferred probation, and I'm dismissing the 2021 0D03213 cause number.
A plea on the 1112 to, you said how much? To 3?
3 years deferred, yes, Your Honor.
Deferred. And then dismiss the 3213. Got it. And so it becomes. Is that your understanding of the plea agreement, Mr. Morales?
That is my understanding of the plea agreement, Judge.
Is also your understanding of the plea agreement, Mr. Peterson?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Now, are there any other charges holding him?
I don't see any, Judge.
So once we get done with this plea and it all gets finalized, then Mr. Peterson will be released from jail and begin his probation, correct?
I believe so, Judge.
All right. So now we have in front of us some documents, Mr. Peterson, marked State's Exhibit 1, the guilty plea and waiver forms in this case. They bear the signature of your attorney, the state's attorney, and what appears to be your signature. Did you in fact sign these documents?
Yes, I did.
Did you read them before you signed them?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand what you were reading and signing?
Yes.
And did your attorney further explain to you the meaning of the documents?
Yeah.
Did you understand what he told you?
And I did.
Do you have any question about the meaning of the documents?
No, I do not.
Okay, so if there's never any question, let me briefly explain to you what they mean. Primarily two things. First, you're coming into court telling me through a judicial confession, yes, Judge, I did commit this one offense. And secondly, you're telling me that you understand that you're giving up some valuable rights here today. The most important of those rights is the right to a trial by jury, not only upon the issue of guilt, not guilt, but also upon the issue of any potential punishment. Do you fully understand that? Okay, understanding that, then how do you plead to the indictment in cause 1112, guilty or not guilty? Are you entering your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily?
I am.
Did anybody force you, threaten you, coerce you, or in any way make you plead guilty?
No.
Did anybody promise you anything, persuade you in such a manner that you felt you had to plead guilty other than the plea agreement stated on the record in open court here this afternoon?
No.
Now you understand the potential punishment for this offense. Is this one a third degree?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Okay, so not less than 2 years, nor more than 10 years in prison, a fine not to exceed $10,000. But instead of putting you in prison, I can place you on probation for any number of years, not less than 2, nor more than 10. You understand I have to send you somewhere within those general guidelines.
Yes, I do.
You are a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
And how old are you, sir?
41.
How far did you go in school?
Technical school, my license for refrigeration.
So you can certainly read and write the English language.
Yes.
Have you ever been under the care of a psychiatrist or psychologist for mental health, mental illness issues?
No.
Ever suffer any serious head injuries?
No.
And are you presently under any medications for mental health, mental illness issues?
No.
And are you telling me that you are mentally competent? You understand everything that's going on here today?
Yes.
And Mr. Morales, you've gone over the facts and circumstances of this case, the legal aspects of the case, and had time to evaluate your client's mental status.
I have, Judge, and I believe he's competent to enter the plea.
All right. And based on your representation, Mr. Morales, your representation, Mr. Peterson, the court's observations of you here today and prior occasions, I find that you're competent to enter the plea. State may summarize the evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, had the state proceeded to trial in this case, the state would have proven beyond a reasonable doubt each and every element in the offense alleged of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1/1B, more than or equal to 1 gram but less than 4 grams, as alleged in the indictment. The state moves to introduce state's exhibits 1 through 2, which are the plea papers and the 3914 disclosure form.
No objection to the introductions, Judge.
Received. Based on the evidence before the court finds the evidence is sufficient to find you guilty. But because this is a deferred plea, I am not finding you guilty. I will wait until some later date to finally adjudicate or decide your case. That's going to be based on your conduct. If you do well on probation, after 3 years or any time less than that, if you successfully complete the probation, there is no finding of guilt. The case against you is dismissed. And hopefully that's of some advantage to you in terms of your future employment and things that you wish to do. On the other hand, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you go out and commit other offenses, you stop reporting, the court could bring you back before it. I could adjudicate you, find you guilty, and then I could send you all the way up to 10 years in prison. You understand that? Okay. Now, you still want me to grant your motion for deferred adjudication?
Yes.
I understand. Let's see, when you get out, you did have your own construction or landscaping business at one time, something like that?
Yeah, I go to a company for HVAC and for construction.
Okay. And I think you have like a couple of young children. Are you going to, are you married? Are you living with the lady and the children? Okay. Now, is that your plan when you get out, to go back and live with them and support and raise them and then get your job back, or what?
So, born and raised, yes, but I won't be back with their mother. So we're divorced. That's over with.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's not a problem.
But I have I mean, I still have my companies, so I have a lot of work that they can come in. I'm sure it's waiting on me to pick up as soon as I get out.
Have you got a place to live though? I mean, where are you going to live?
Yes, well, where I was staying at before I got arrested, there off of Federal Avenue.
Okay. So you do have a home and live with? All right. So hopefully you can get back with your family. Now, in terms of with your children, and how old are they?
My little guy, he just turned 4 in December. And then when it's 14, he also turned 14 in December.
So you've got a couple of boys?
Yeah, 2 boys.
Okay. Well, they're going to need your help. They probably already do. All right. So now hopefully they'll, on the probation too, they'll try to help you with this drug issue that's really kind of messing up your life. You know, it's cost you your freedom, on a couple of occasions, and takes you away from those boys that I think are probably pretty important to you. And I'd like to see you be able to raise them well and be a good father to them, and somebody that in the end they can really look up to and be proud of you and say, well, Dad went through a few rough times, but in the end he pulled it out and he was a great dad, and he got involved in our lives when we really needed it, particularly the younger one. That teenager though, he's the one who's probably going to need more attention than the other one at the moment. That's a tough period to go through, and he'll probably need your help. And I sometimes advise people, I know you probably have a cell phone or something, I don't know. If I were you, I'd put on, the screensaver, put a picture of those boys up there, right as your screensaver, if you don't already have them as your screensaver. And then anytime you get, anybody tells you, hey, come on, let's go out, maybe we can party and do this, look at this, look at those boys, take out your phone and go, I don't know, I don't want to be away from those boys. I want to raise those boys, and I just don't think something bad might happen if I go out and, do those kind of things. And so hopefully that'll be an inspiration. if they're not with you at that moment. If they're with you, just take a look at them, and say, no, I'm staying with them. Is the 14-year-old in any types of activities, sports or anything?
Not that I know of. He's kind of a gaming nerd, computer geek and a gamer. So
All right. We'll try to see if we can find some good things, to get involved in too, because that's always good. And, it's things that you and he can enjoy together. And so I'm not sure how much he'll enjoy. I'm not sure how much he'll enjoy some of the yard work and stuff. What do you do mainly? So sometimes that's not all the most fun thing in the world. I know my dad had me going out, and he had a car lot, and he had me out washing cars and stuff like that. And that wasn't too inspiring. Well, it did inspire me to go to law school and not end up washing cars all my life. So I can't say it didn't help. Maybe that's why he did it. He wanted to make sure I understood hard work and other kind of work. So take care of those boys. And I'm going to grant your motion for deferred adjudication, 3 years probation, and really the best of luck to you and your family, sir.
Judge, but before we go, I know that you'd mentioned Mr. Peterson had run a couple of businesses. He has been very successful in the past. His most recent problems with the law really put a dent in his business. But in the past, he'd even made six figures during a calendar year. We're hoping that he can get back to running his own businesses. And I think it's something to do with installing, what is it, solar panels or something along those lines, Mr. Peterson?
I install refrigerated AC units for homes, and then I also do landscaping, like full outdoor, outdoor kitchens, fire pits, full landscaping jobs. So I do both.
No, the landscaping businesses can be a very profitable business. You can make good money at that.
And he has.
And solar panels and those kind of things, that's all coming in. That's becoming more and more important. So if he needs, are you asking, in other words, if he has to do something like he has to go get some materials or he has a job in Santa Teresa, New Mexico or something, or in Chaparral or somewhere, can he go do that? Is that what you're requesting?
Yes, Judge. And I think he's got work even further afield than just New Mexico right there. I think he's doing work in southern Arizona and maybe even all the way out to California in some instances. I guess it pays much better on the West Coast than it does here in West Texas, Judge. So I know that he's been known to travel pretty frequently.
Okay. I don't have problems when you're traveling for, business purposes. But I do, like, if you're going to be out, like if you're going to take a job, it's one thing if you're going to go up to Santa Teresa, New Mexico, and you're going to be up there a day or two, putting in a yard or something. That's not such a big deal. You don't need a travel permit to do all that. You just have to let your probation officer know that you do have work outside the county occasionally. But if you're going to do like a big deal, like you're going to go to California for a fairly extended period of time, get a work permit to go out there. If you're going to be gone for a couple of weeks, you're going to be gone for a day or two to do something. That's one thing. But if you're going to be gone for a fairly extended period of time, then I want to get. I'm not trying to do it to give you a hard time. I'm actually trying to do it so you don't get in a hard situation. You get out in California, you get out in Arizona. Okay, for some reason, you don't turn on your blinker indicator as you're going down the highway, and they pull you over. Then they take your ID, and then they go, "Oh, you're on probation out of Texas." Now we know that you're not supposed to leave the state of Texas unless you got permission. Now, where's your permission? And so you go, well, and the judge and everybody said I could. And he said, well, no, where's the documents? So when you got me, you said, oh, okay, here, officer, here's the documents that show that I could be in California. I've got a work permit to come out here for a period of 2 weeks or whatever it is to do this. And that way they'll say fine and they'll let you go. Otherwise, they might hold you for a while and inconvenience you, trying to find out from us if you do have permission. So I'm trying to do so that way it's really more to help you than it helps us. I mean, it does tell us where you're at and if you're leaving for periods of time. But let us know if you got let your probation officer know. I don't have any problems. I want you to be able to support those boys. And if you got to go out there and do some work in California or Arizona, that's fine with me. But let's make sure you get the permission. And I sign those travel permits rather frequently. Okay?
And just one last thing, really quickly. I believe I might have misplaced the 3914 disclosure forms. We'll find them, but would state here for the record, I guess, Code of Criminal Procedure 39.14, the state of Texas, through its assistant district attorneys, they have complied, provided us with access through the district attorney's office portal with all of the evidence in this case, Judge. We'll have to track down what I think maybe that paperwork got misplaced.
All right. Well, very good. Well, thank you. And good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I believe now we have Mr. Avalar here. And was that it,
Your Honor.
Mr. Morales? I think, maybe. Did you have any others?
I do not have any others, Judge.
Okay, we got done with those. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Rodriguez. Mr. Avalar, what is going on this case? Is this
It's a plea, Your Honor.
and okay, so
Can you hear me, Judge?
yes, I can.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. Let's go over then. We'll talk with Mr. Rodriguez. There he is. All right.
And Judge, if I get stuck, can I get your permission to turn off my video? Because I think that may be causing a little bit of lag.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can see you're there. Just
Thank
looks
you.
like you're stopped there somewhere. Just don't
Yes, yeah, I'm
don't be driving. Just do-
absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Well, but if you need to turn off the camera, that's not a problem. Except for the first part. Let's just so we make sure he recognizes you. This is, which cause number are we looking at? 2022 0D04933. And there's other cases though, because he's on probation, right?
Correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because he's on probation in looks like in 2015 and then later in 2017, because there was a 2014 case and a 2017 case. Now the 2014 case, that case is already run out or not?
Yes, Your
I don't
Honor.
recall.
And then the 2017 case, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, is that one also over?
Oh, Your Honor, he's still.
What? Or is he still on probation on that?
I'm sorry, he expired December 2022, Your Honor.
So that's expired also,
Yes, Your Honor.
It has the motion to revoke pending.
but it has the motion to revoke. And then he picked up the new case, which was the 2022 4933. Okay, got it. Okay, so your true and correct name is Mario Alejandro Rodriguez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your date of birth 8/31/1996. Okay, you recognize your attorney there, Mr. Avalar?
Your Honor.
Mr. Avalar, you recognize your client there, Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so now if you want to turn off the camera, if you want, you could. Now, Ms. Espinosa, if you would state the plea agreement here.
Your Honor, well, actually, the issue now is that the plea agreement was to the let me see, it's to the 4933 case. It was to the lesser included assault causes bodily injury, and then modify his 2017 case, probation case to TAP.
But how do
However,
you
I'm
do that?
seeing that he also picked up a possession of a controlled substance, which was just filed. And then there's also a misdemeanor assault, family violence. And so we can go forward, but he's still gonna have those two cases pending. Because I don't think we talked about those, or there are no plea papers sent.
Correct. And I thought the possession was going to remain unfiled. I hadn't realized it was already filed.
Because like I said, they can't really put him on tap or anything in regards to the 2017 case, because that case has already expired, correct?
Yes,
Well, it expired, Your Honor, but he can be extended.
Can I extend it after it's already?
Well, we filed our motion to adjudicate
Oh.
before the expiration.
All right. Well, do we actually have a plea agreement as to what are we doing?
Well, not to everything pending, Your Honor. Like I said, I didn't see that the 2023 case had been filed.
There's a 2023 case now also.
Yes, it's the possession of a controlled substance.
Twenty 23, what's the cause? The 2023 what?
Let me open it, Judge, sorry. 2023 0D0 1646.
And that's possession controlled substance what?
Penalty group 1-1B, /1B, 1 to 4 grams.
Of what?
That's
So what is the substance involved?
It's probably fentanyl if it's 1-1B. But let me confirm.
Bituminous acid.
Yeah, it's 1.76 grams. Actually, no, it looks like it was field tested positive for cocaine.
Now, what was the plea agreement going to be? That he returned to probation or what?
On the 2017 case, yes, Your Honor. And then to this ag assault, lesser included, assault causes bodily injury, 50 days.
Okay, but that's still going to leave one case pending.
2 cases, Your Honor. He also has a misdemeanor.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't counting the misdemeanor. I was
Right.
counting the really important one is the felony that's still pending. Do you want to proceed today, Mr. Avalar, before determining how they're going to resolve the newly indicted 2023 case?
I think I do, Judge, but I'm hesitant. I'm on the hesitant side, only because, I mean, things could come up.
Well, yeah, the question would be, in other words, if they're going to recommend probation on the 2023 case, that probably wouldn't be a problem. If they're recommending time on the 2023 case, that could be a problem.
And then on the other side is he remains in custody, and I'm kind of worried about that.
Did he make a bond on the 2023 case?
No,
Okay.
I think a bond is set though, and he
All
was
right, well, I will
intending
leave
to
it up
bond
to
out on that.
you. If you want to proceed today, I will. If you want to reset, when you can determine what you want to do with all the cases, I'll do that too. I don't know, whatever both you and Ms. Espinosa want to do.
I hate to speak for Ms. Espinosa, but I have a feeling that I don't think she necessarily wants to send him away for a long time or anything like that.
Right, that's true, Judge. I think we can work out the new possession case, and then if he has to plead on the AFE, he can go to the misdemeanor court for that.
All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead then. Probably what's going to happen then is you'll end up probably ending up with a plea to probation on this 2023 case, running concurrent with the 2017 case. And then either give him the time that he's maybe served on the assault, because he's getting some time served on this other assault. So, all right, well, we'll proceed then, if that's what you want to do. Do you agree with your attorney there's a decision to proceed there, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay, let's proceed then. Okay. So the plea agreement again, state it for the record.
Yes, Your Honor, it's to the lesser included offense of assault causes bodily injury, 50 days jail. And then modify, I'm sorry.
That Class A, 50 days, county jail.
Yes, and on the 2017 0D0 1706, modified to TAP.
So you'll continue on probation there, modified to TAP. And then it's just a matter of working out the other two cases, mainly that felony, the 2023 felony case. And see, we're having to extend his probation. How long are we extending his probation? On the 2017.
I didn't have a specific, I don't know how long it takes to complete TAP, Your Honor.
How long does it take to complete TAP, Ms. Reyes?
4 months, 4 months. We don't really need to modify his probation to TAP, but we need an extension.
Well, why don't we extend it? You want to extend it like 6 months, a year? What do you want to extend now? Because he's probably going to go on probation for longer than that on the other case. What do you want to do, Ms. Espinosa?
Oh, you're asking me, Judge. I thought you were asking probation. I would say extension of a year is fine, Your Honor, to make sure he completes it.
All right. And does that sound agreeable to you, Mr. Aguilar?
It does, Your Honor. Again, I'm a little hesitant, but if Mr. Rodriguez is okay with it, then I'm okay with it.
Does that seem okay with you, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, that's fine with me, Your Honor.
You're in agreement with that? So they're going to extend that we're on probation for 1 year. So you'll
Yes.
still be on probation for a year. You may be on for a little longer too, in case the other case, we have to do something there. So, all right. So then let's go ahead and proceed. So that's all. Everybody understands that as the plea agreement, correct? Is that right,
Yes,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Aguilar? And
Yes,
Mr. Rodriguez, you understand that as the plea agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then you understand the plea agreement's not absolutely binding upon me, but should I choose not to follow it, should I choose to be harsher than that, you could withdraw your plea. We could proceed to a trial on that case at a later date. That being the aggravated assault, which they're reducing to an assault. But if I follow the plea agreement, it's final. You would have to, you would have that 50 days, but I think you've probably already served that. Yes, you've already served it. So this is just a time served plea, basically, on the which one is that? That's the 2022 4933 case. And then you're going to be extended your probation on the 2017 case for 1 year. All right. You understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now I've got in front of me some documents marked States Exhibit 1, the guilty plea and waiver forms in the 2022 case, the aggravated assault. And they bear the signature of your attorney, the state's attorney, and what appears to be your signature. Did you in fact sign these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read them before you signed them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand what you were reading and signing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your attorney further explain to you the meaning of the documents?
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
Did you understand what he was telling you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have any question about the meaning of the documents?
No, Your Honor.
So if there's never any question, let me briefly explain to you what they mean. Primarily two things. First, you're coming into court telling me through a judicial confession, yes, Judge, I did commit the lesser offense of a Class A misdemeanor assault. And secondly, you're telling me that you understand that you're giving up some valuable rights here today. The most important of those rights, the right to a trial by jury, not only upon the issue of guilt, not guilt, but also upon the issue of any potential punishment. Do you fully understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
Understanding that, then how do you plead to this Class A misdemeanor assault, lesser included offense, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Entering your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody force you, threaten you, coerce you, or in any way make you plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody promise you anything or persuade you in such a manner you felt you had to plead guilty other than the plea agreement stated on the record in open court here this afternoon?
No, Your Honor.
Now, you understand the potential punishment for that offense, 1 year, 1 day to 1 year in the county jail, a fine not to exceed $4,000. You understand I've got to sentence you somewhere within those general guidelines.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are a U.S. citizen.
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 26 years old.
How far did you go in school?
Completed 12th grade.
And so you can certainly read and write the English language.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever been under the care of a psychiatrist or psychologist for mental health, mental illness issues?
Never, Your Honor.
Suffered any serious head injuries?
No, Your Honor.
And are you presently under any medications for mental health or mental illness issues?
No, Your Honor.
And you are telling me you are mentally competent. You understand everything that's going on here this afternoon.
That's correct.
Now, counsel, you've had time to go over the facts, circumstances of this case, these cases, the legal aspects of the cases, and had time to evaluate your client's mental status.
Yes, Your Honor.
And based on all that, are you representing to me that you believe he is mentally competent to enter this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then based on your representations, Mr. Avalar, your representation, Mr. Rodriguez, the court's observations of you in court both here today and prior occasions, I find that you're competent to enter the plea. The state may summarize the evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, had the state proceeded to trial in this case, the state would have proven beyond a reasonable doubt each and every element in the lesser included offense of assault causes bodily injury. The state moves to introduce state's exhibits 1 through 2, which are the plea papers and the 3914 disclosure form.
No.
No objection, Your Honor.
Receipt. Based on the evidence before the court finds the evidence sufficient to find the defendant guilty of the lesser included offense of Class A assault, and I so find. I'm ready to proceed upon the issue of punishment on that offense. When you get out, what are your plans?
Just get back to work and be with my family, Your Honor.
Are you married? You have children?
I have 2 children. I'm not married.
And how old are they now?
My son is 3 years old and my daughter is 7 years old.
In fact, I noticed back on one of these cases when we were talking way back in 2015. My goodness. I believe probably your oldest child was just about to be born. It says somewhere about 3 months pregnant or something. You had do you have a relationship with those children?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Good. And what kind of work do you do?
I'm a tattoo artist, Your Honor. I work at Steady Ink Tattoo.
Tattoo artist. All right. And have you got a place to live when you get out?
Yes, I've been staying with my mom, so I'm going to continue to stay there.
Well, we'll probably have to come back next week, Mr. Avalar, and resolve the other case so that we can get him totally out of jail and get all these cases totally resolved. So maybe you can also work out that other, what do you have, another misdemeanor of some kind?
He does, Your Honor. It's a family violence case, Judge. Does that mean he's gonna continue to be detained? I think he can bond out on anything he's held on.
Well, if he can bond out, he can bond out. I'm not holding him.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I'm not changing the bonds or anything, but
okay.
we still got to resolve. If he doesn't get out, we need to resolve those cases anyway, whether he's in or out
Correct.
of jail.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. Very good. Thank you. So that will be the sentence, 50 days in the county jail, giving you full credit for all the time you've served. So that's a time served case. And so you are done with that case. And it's just a matter now of the other cases. There's the 2 cases that are holding you. I've got to sign the documents modifying your probation, extending your probation for 1 year on the 2017 case. And then we do have to do something on the new 2023 case. All right. Thank you. Anything else?
I'll be
Nothing from the state, Your
submitting
Honor.
the extension.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll
What?
be submitting the extension, Judge.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Take
Thank you.
care. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.